How's it going? Is it Tyler?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Tyler. My name's Braden. I'll be working with you today.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, how's your day going so far?
Well,
Let me raise my chin a little bit.
the good thing about the injury is that I get to miss out on school today, so that's cool.
Hey, that's always a plus, right? What
Yeah.
classes are you missing today?
I think I'm missing chemistry, so I don't like that class, but I guess I'll have to make it up. So
Oh, that's a fun one to miss.
yeah.
I remember taking chemistry. It's a challenging class, but it's definitely a good class and good knowledge to have. So what is it that brings you in today, Tyler?
Yeah, so as you can see, my ankle's just kind of wrapped up, and
Okay.
so on Friday, playing in the football game, caught a pass, went to cut,
Okay.
kind of slipped my leg, or I shouldn't say I slipped, but my leg just turned, and then the defensive back came and hit my leg,
Oh.
and at that point it was kind of stuck in the ground, and then he came and hit it, and just a lot of pain. I had to be helped off the field, couldn't put any weight on it. And then went to the doctor, but he just said that it didn't need surgery from the x-ray,
Okay.
but that we would just do physical therapy to try to get back as soon as possible. So
Okay. And you said that they helped you off the field. When you got help off the field, did the athletic trainer or anybody there throw some ice on it or do any kind of treatment on it?
Yeah.
The instant that it happened?
we put ice on it, and then the trainer suggested that my parents just take me to the doctor immediately, so I actually didn't even stay on the sideline for the rest of the game. They just took me and got an x-ray.
Okay.
So
Good. And you said that those x-rays didn't show any sort of break or anything in the ankle?
no, he's just expecting a pretty high grade sprain.
Okay.
So
Well, that's good. That's always good, right? That there wasn't any structural damage to the bones or anything like that. Did you guys end up winning the game? That's the big question, right?
yeah, we did. So
Well, that's all that matters, right?
yeah, I don't know. Kind of sucks. I
Yeah.
kind of almost. Yeah, no, it'll be good for the W, but
Yeah. No, I totally understand. And the good thing is that I've worked with a lot of people with ankle injuries and different things, and so I've got a good idea of what's going to work and how to help you out. But in order to just really delve deep in, we're just going to go over the medical questionnaire that you filled out, and I'm going to ask you a few more questions so that I can just base that knowledge that I have around your specific injury, okay?
okay.
So I was reviewing your questionnaire, and it looks like you don't have really any medical history as far as the family goes, but it does show that you have some asthma. Is that something that's pretty serious, or?
It is. It's more of a as I need it. I always keep it in my bag. It's not something I usually need. I haven't even used it all football season.
Okay.
Even through conditioning, it's just kind of more. It escalates when it gets cold. So my mom just always wants me to keep it handy, just to make sure.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, that's always a good thing to have, so as far as for the moments when you do need it.
Mm-hmm.
I also see on here that it looks like you're only taking ibuprofen. Is that for the pain?
Yeah,
Swelling?
pain, and I think he said swelling. Not
Okay.
totally sure.
But you're not taking anything other than that?
No.
Okay, good to know. And I guess, what is your pain level at right now as we're sitting here? On a scale of 0 to 10. 10 being absolutely can't stand the pain, and 0 being no pain at all.
Well, here I'm good. I took some ibuprofen. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
Before I took the ibuprofen, I was walking around school. That was pretty painful because even I have crutches but the doctor said I can just use them, put weight on until it becomes painful.
Okay.
So I've just been trying to, be good at that, and I can just tell when I need to take more ibuprofen because it's right now I'd say it's more of like a 5 or a 6,
Okay.
but earlier it was probably more like a 7 or an 8, pretty intense pain.
So it definitely flares up the
Yeah.
more active you are.
Mm-hmm.
And would you describe that pain as like a sharp pain, a dull pain, kind of a pain that lingers?
It's a sharp pain, but then it's kind of like that sprained ankle feeling, like there's an ache around the whole ankle, or at least
Okay.
where I heard it over on the side.
Okay, makes sense. And then you did mention that, you know, you're going to school, and so kind of getting around has been a little bit of a challenge with your crutches. Is there any sort of other activity that you do each day that kind of, you know, this ankle injury has been limiting or making more difficult?
Well, I was kind of talking about school. That makes it hard, but also just, you know, I have a main level and a downstairs and upstairs. I go downstairs, watch TV and stuff. I sleep upstairs, so, you know, just with the crutches and everything, it's been kind of a pain. And my school's got lots of stairs, and
Okay.
so right now I think the stairs are the hardest thing. And, you know, I just know I can't walk.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. No, stairs are definitely a lot more challenging on crutches than just walking, right? So that totally makes sense. And then you mentioned football. Are there any other hobbies that you have that you're unable to perform at the time? I mean, with an ankle injury, there's probably quite a few things.
Yeah,
Anything you really love that you're
I
not
mean, it's
able-
football season, so it's just kind of like, I mean, I'm missing out, like, just being with my friends unless they're watching a movie. So, you know, just, we like to go bowling. I like to golf,
Okay.
like when I'm not at practice. So it's just kind of hard right now. Can't really do anything. I've had to tell my dad no to go golfing, and I've had to tell my friends I can't go bowling. And
Gotcha.
so,
That makes sense. You don't want to just ride in a golf cart or watch your friends,
yeah.
you know, throw the ball down the lane. So that totally makes sense. Yeah, so like I was saying, I've seen a lot of ankle injuries. I have a good idea of what works and what doesn't work, you know, the different activity levels of each patient. How would you rate your activity level? I mean, from what you've been telling me, it sounds like sports is a huge part of your life and that you're very active. So would you rate your overall health as excellent, good?
Oh yeah, you know, if it's not in season, I'm in basketball, and if I'm not in basketball, I'm training and doing track, and
Okay.
so yeah, pretty active.
Good. Okay, so very, very active. That's good. No, that really helps with the healing process, right? They say motion is lotion. So the more active you are, the more excited I get as a physical therapist, right? So since the injury, have you had any problems with your balance or anything like that?
No, I'm good.
Any kind of pain other than in the ankle? Any kind of sharp pains or numbness or tingling anywhere else?
I mean, I've got a little shoulder injury, but it's nothing too bad. I just play through it. So.
Okay. Have you ever had that looked at?
The trainer looked at it, but she just said it was like a grade 1
Okay.
AC separation, so I've just been playing through it. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, while we have you in here at physical therapy, you know, maybe during one of our sessions, I can take a look at that shoulder too and see what's going
Okay.
on. See if we can give you maybe some exercises or something to help strengthen that.
Cool.
And then, do you have any sort of heart problems, like high blood pressure, anything that you're aware of?
No.
Okay, that's good. So, I failed to ask you at the beginning of our initial conversation. Have you ever been to physical therapy for any sort of injury or rehab in the past?
Yeah, no, I broke both of my ankles when I was like in elementary school. So I did come when I was littler, but you know, I haven't been as like an athlete trying to get back to something. So.
Okay, so it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, just to give you a quick rundown, what we like to do is set some goals with each of our patients, what you are hoping to get out of physical therapy, and then that helps me tailor the treatments that I'm going to do to help you achieve what you want, because ultimately I'm here to help you, right? So if you don't mind, I'd like to just set a couple short-term goals with you and a couple long-term goals with you. So
Okay.
short-term goals I like to set for about 1 to 2 weeks, roughly. So Jared, what would be some short-term goals that you would like to accomplish with your ankle?
I think like get off my crutches.
Okay.
Maybe make it not hurt so much just walking.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a great goal. I think those are two very reasonable goals. Get rid of the pain and the swelling, as well as kind of help you get off the crutches and more into some light walking. And then for long-term goals, you know, we can progress into getting you back into some running and some physical activity, and then ultimately hopefully get you back on the field, right?
Okay.
Before too long. So really quick, I just want to run through what we just discussed, just kind of do a summary, make sure I understood what you were telling me, and you just let me know if anything that I say is incorrect, right?
Okay.
So you were playing football this last Friday night. You caught a pass. You kind of turned and pivoted a little bit weird, and as you were doing that weird motion and pivot on your ankle, you got hit, and you kind of put a lot of pressure and gave you a pretty deep sprain. Directly after the injury, you threw some ice on it, and your parents took you to the doctor. All the imaging came back negative, no broken bones or anything like that. You've been taking ibuprofen for the pain and the swelling since the injury, and since coming into here. Going around school on the crutches has been kind of difficult, and you've been missing out on some other opportunities to go golfing or be with friends, which has been kind of a challenge for you. And there's no medical problems in the family history. You've got a little bit of asthma, but it's not anything too severe that affects you on a daily basis, just every once in a while. And then your goals are ultimately to get back to playing football, and some short-term goals are to decrease the pain and swelling and get you walking again without the crutches. Does that all sound like what we discussed today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Well, do you have any questions for me right now at this point?
No, we're good.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go grab a couple things so that we can get some baseline measurements of motion and run a couple tests just to give us some measurements to see where we're at today, and that'll help us track our progress along the way as we go about treating this ankle injury. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good.
Be right back.